everyone, my name is Tasneem and welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna do another get ready with me / chitty chat situation. The makeup look that I'm gonna do today, I've really been inspired by like that Korean Japanese trend of like cherry glossy makeup, you know, where they have like the cherry shade on the cheeks or eyes or lips, and it's either topped with a gloss or like a dewy finish. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use our shade Rumi, which is like a cherry red, to achieve that. So yeah, buckle up and let's go. All right, so first up, foundation. I've got my blender and a topic. What should we talk about today? Oops. So actually, let's talk about Julia Fox. What do we think about her? Because I am confused. I'm confused and like maybe a little bit sad. So I don't know, like we've seen all the memes, we've seen all the TikTok like sound bites of her speaking and everything, and like she says some very questionable things, right? Or just like a bit cringe, a bit embarrassing, let's say. And like, it's fine, we get it, we can kiki and laugh about it, but like I think it's now getting to a stage where, is it a bit mean? Is it a bit, I don't know, like I feel she's going through something, and by going through something, like it could be, I guess, mental issue related. I mean, she did have like a huge media frenzy with her relationship with Kanye West, and then that kind of broke up, and I feel you know, the media and society really perpetuated this idea of her being a bit cringy and a bit, you know, trying too hard, which maybe she was, and like whatever, but like how everyone has just like pounced on her in this kind of like mock her and make fun of her way, it just makes me feel weird. And also her reaction to things is making me feel weird, but in the same sense, like how else should she react? So she's gone down the road of like, I'm gonna be part of the joke as well, you know, and like not make fun of herself, but just be like, haha, joke's on you because I already knew about that. Is that making any sense? Like I feel she's kind of gone down the Kanye West route. And maybe that was like advised to her by him. Who knows? This is all speculation. But yeah, I get the feeling that she's like, well, if people are gonna make fun of me, I'm gonna jump on it and like do it before they can even mention anything. Like if you've gone to her, you know, I guess social media accounts and whatnot, she does these very bizarre videos where she like does little tutorials of like makeup and fashion hacks, and it's all just a bit like loopy. Like she doesn't seem with it. It's giving Lindsay Lohan, like early 2000s, but like of this era. And I feel like the media and society is jumping on her the same way that they jumped on Lindsay Lohan and like that whole kind of bevy of babes back then. But anyway, I'm doing my bronzer now, and let's segue to Kanye West, because I finally watched the Yeezus documentary. It took me a while. I know it's been forever that it's been out, but it took me a minute because one, it is long, and two, I guess he was going through all that public, you know, breakdown vibes. I just felt weird watching it. But anyway, I watched it, and yeah, I felt two things. I was very like inspired and like, oh, it, you know, really tugged at your heartstrings, the beginning part of it all. And then obviously, if you've watched it, you'll kind of see kind of the unraveling process of how he is the way he is now. And that was really heartbreaking and sad. And you just see how like, I don't know, fame just got the better of him. The people that he kind of surrounded himself with eventually. And not to say that he's not going to have a comeback, because I feel Kanye does that thing where he just like reinvents himself and like he's almost untouchable. You know what I mean? Like not untouchable, but just like, I don't think he can get cancelled for a little bit, but his bounce back is just as big. But the doco did make me realize, like, fame and money is just, it's just gross. When you get to that level, I don't know. It just gets to this point where it's like, what's the point? Like, why even, like, it's not fun anymore. And I feel like watching him and like his come up and like his journey, especially with his like relationship with Kim and the media, like, it's like, it just overconsumed and like just not fun anymore. All right, I am bronzed up and now I'm gonna do my brows. Also, I've got my, this is temporary hair, okay? I've curled it, I need to brush it out, but I do that at the end. So if you're wondering why is she giving South Asian Shirley Temple, it's temporary, okay? But you already know I go in with my mascara because I find it works like one of those brow boy situations, and I've got thick brows so I can get away with it. So, you know, do it at your own discretion, but this works for me. So we're getting fluffy, floofy. It just makes a difference. Brows really just make a difference. Brows, lashes, skin, all of it. You know when people are like, oh, I just need to like leave the house with a bit of gloss and we're done. Bitch, no, that's not it. I feel like you either have to do the face or you have to be bare bone, like bare done. Like you can't, when people are like, oh, just a little mascara, and why? What for? Like, I feel it looks ugly. Like, don't put mascara on with nothing else. Like, what's the point? Just like leave the house with no makeup then. Like, you've gone to the effort of one thing, follow through. But maybe that's just my unpopular opinion. Also, another unpopular opinion I have, I tried to get on the bandwagon, but nails. I can't do nails. Acrylic nails, horrific. They're hideous. They are not cute. I just have to say, or at least on me, why are they so bubbly? I feel they look like there's like tumors on your fingernails. So now I just do a cute little, just polish, and that's it. This is going to be my nail for life. Like, I'm never going to go down the acrylic, like sharp, square, almond, claw, you know, fandango. Like, this is it. I feel this just looks very clean. It just suits me. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I am the basic bee and I'm embracing it finally. I'm the basic Bengali bee, and welcome to my channel. All right, so let's get into it. I have got Rumi. I don't know what this accent is, but I've got Rumi and I'm gonna just freestyle it with you guys. Should I do eyes, cheeks, and lips? Like, do we do a trifecta? I think we might. So I'm going to do eyes first, and I'm going to go in with the hydrating dewy end. And what should I do? I annoyingly didn't bring up all my brushes, so I only have 2 with me. So what should I do? I think I'm going to apply on my finger, like so. Isn't she so cute? Apply on my finger. That's cherry. That is cherry if I ever saw cherry. And then I'm gonna go straight on my eyelid, like so. Oh, pretty. And I don't want to carry too much. Oh gosh, we're getting messy. This is why I need like the brush, like a shadow brush. That's okay. We're gonna clean up. And then with the clean side of this brush, I'm just gonna clean up the edge slightly. Okay, so I've got the tint. It's very sheen. I just wanted like a sheen coverage. And now I'm gonna go in with a lip balm, any old lip balm that's translucent. And I'm gonna add a bit more dew and oomph to it. So I'm gonna just tap it on like so. Maybe I'll do it on my finger. I feel it might kind of be easier to transfer that way. Okay, so that is the glossy lids, and now I'm just gonna add some mascara to it. So last night I started watching the Netflix series Anatomy of Scandal. It's like a British, you know, drama, maybe a little bit thriller type of series. It has Sienna Miller in it, and I was like, wow, throwback Sienna Miller. She was like a bit of an it girl back in the day, of like the kind of like Sienna Miller, Alexa Chung, that kind of thing. Those types of girls annoy me. If I'm being completely transparent, like they were so big, and I'm like, for what reason? They were just wealthy, very skinny, like British white girls, and they were like of that clique. But like the way we would fawn over their like ratty tassel hair, like, bitch, that is like I just remember back in the day being like, oh my god, grungy chic, like so cute, like so effortless, like, oh, eat air. But they were so big, and like, don't get me wrong, I guess when we were younger, you know, that's all that was portrayed to us. But like, if they tried to do a come up now, like, it wouldn't sit well. It would just be so, I don't know. I find that cringy. I find like that era of girl, and like how they were put on a pedestal. Maybe it just, I couldn't relate to it. Like, they were so far from who I was and like the representation that I needed, that like now maybe it's a little triggering, you know, maybe it's a little triggering. But I do have to say, the show it's B plus grade, you know. It's not all the way B grade, and it's definitely not A grade, but it's, you know, entertaining enough. The storyline, like, you know what's coming next, but it still like draws you in. It's one of those I would recommend if you're just feeling like an easy Netflix suspenseful, thrillery, drama-y kind of show. But yeah, it kind of like dives into like the elite political higher echelon of British society. I guess kind of what they get away with and what they don't get away with, and kind of it all coming to light. But I enjoyed it. I'm only episode like 3 in, so, you know, I'll let you know my final thoughts once I've watched the entire thing. But though this is the eyes, I just did a little mascara, a little glossy, and now I'm gonna do the cheeks. I'm gonna do a tint again with Rumi, and this time I'm going to use the brush, if I can find it. Yep, I'm going to use the brush, lightly dab, like so, and then I'm going to apply it. So I like to just do that so the product is a little less intense when I apply, and then dab it on. Okay, that is a lot of product, but I'm gonna buff away. We can still correct the damage. Okay, cheeks are buffed out, and I think I'm gonna add a little like dew to the actual cheeks. Instead of like a highlighter, I like to use like just a balm to add like a little bit of a glossy sheen. And it's very subtle. You only really notice it like when it catches in the light. Just adds like a nice little healthy dew. Now to the best part, the lips, in my opinion. I really want to try or do the you know, like that inverse lip where it's like a bit of a stain, but I feel it doesn't look that good on me. Like, I just don't think my shape of lips really suit it, because I've got quite like prominent, like narrow Cupid's bow. I feel like a round lip like suits that kind of like pillowy, like in the center. So I'm just gonna do a standard lip for me, maybe keep it on the lighter side. I'm gonna go in with our shade Elvira, the liquid shade to line. I would use Anyana normally, I just didn't bring it, which is annoying, but that's okay. We can make this work. All right, I'm just gonna let the liner set a little before I put on Rumi on the lips. Oh, today is gorgeous. The weather is weathering. Like, I feel we are out of the dark days, and it is officially spring. I'm so excited for spring, summer. This like period of time is my favorite. I can't wait to like go swimming, lay out in the sun, all of that. I'm actually planning a little trip soon. I haven't booked anything yet, but I'm just like keeping my eye on some flights and some destinations. So when I do go, if I do go, I'll definitely try and film something, because I've never really done, or I haven't done that many vloggy style of videos, and I really enjoyed watching them. So why not give it a whirl, give it a try. All right, so that is set. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Rumi, and I'm going to use the hydrating stick side first, and I want it to be quite sheen, but we'll see. I say that now, but then I do love like a full coverage kind of lip. Oh, isn't she so pretty? Just that color. And that's literally like 2 dabs of it. Like I've not even applied any pressure. Like I do love wearing Rumi like full impact, but there's something about a tint in the spring that just hits the spot. Okay, so this is the tough part. Do I add the liquid seal to add like extra pigment, or do I leave it at this and just like add a bit of balm on top to finish it off? And you know what? I think my instinct is saying leave it at this, because that color is really pretty and I just kind of want to tie it all together. So I'm going to use the balm and slightly, oh, there's a lash hair on there, and just dab. Yeah, I think this is the mood. This is the moment. Okay, done. That is the makeup done. Let me take out these clips. Do I have my brush up here? I do. Oh gosh. I bought these cute. Are they not so cute? They're like I don't know, I feel like MUAs have these clips. Like they feel very professional. But yeah, bought that. Now let me brush my hair out. Okay, so this is the final look, and I'm into it. Glossy, cherry, dewy goodness. I used our shade Rumi on the eyes, cheeks, and lips, and yeah, I dig it. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will tune in with you next time. We might chat, we might eat, we might be vlogging. Who knows? All of the above. The world is our oyster. But anyway, goodbye.